Hey, my name is Lily, aka Superwoman. I make YouTube videos and I'm an advocate for girl power. I felt there was no girl on the scene. I felt, we had our guy comedians, we had a whole bunch of them, and there really needs to be a girl. And actually, I'm going to give you an answer I've never given anyone else before. When I started making videos, I actually came out of a very difficult time of life at that point, so it was almost a transition to kind of send a message with my videos of just encouragement, confidence, and really at that moment in life, I was like on a high. I was like, I want to tell the world that they will get through it and just rock on, and that's why I started making videos, to be honest. What up, superheroes? It's your girl, Superwoman. What's cooking, good looking? It's your girl, Superwoman. There are so many people out there who are kind of like, a girl is making videos? And every time I hear that, I'm like, I'm gonna go home and make another video. So definitely the fact that there's no one out there really is inspiring. Well, hello there. How are you? What's up, everyone? It's your girl, Superwoman. Bam! See what I did there? See what I did? The first few videos I made, actually, I don't think I told my parents because I didn't think they would get more than 10 views. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna put this up. When I started getting views, yeah, I told my parents, I'm making videos and this is what I'm doing. I don't think they thought anything of it until they kind of started to realize that someone called me saying they watched your video or they've heard of you somehow. So they actually watch my videos, not with me because I tell them they're not allowed to because that's awkward, but they do watch my videos and they do support them. They tell me like, I like this one better than that one and that one wasn't funny and you should have done this. They tell me, but they're very supportive, and my dad is probably like my #1 PR person because he tells the world that his daughter is Superwoman. So no, they're very supportive.
Yo, Lily, can you show me how to do that again?
Yeah, for sure. So we do this, then we come here.
Wait.
Do you want me to do it again?
Baby, but that could just happen.
I started dancing Bhangra in grade 10. I've done university now, but grade 10. And when I first started doing it professionally, in the sense that I wanted to perform at weddings and gigs, I remember distinctly walking into my house saying, Mom, Dad, I'm so excited, I started a team, we're gonna start performing at weddings. And they just looked at me and said no. And I was heartbroken, like I was not expecting that at all. So I remember having a really big fight with my parents, and they actually said no, that I couldn't perform and that girls shouldn't perform. And it was a really hard struggle because it was something I was so passionate about. So it wasn't until I actually performed at my sister's engagement and my family was there and they saw like, oh look, people are actually applauding her and liking this, that they said yes. But no, definitely that was a big struggle, being first of all a female captain of a co-ed team where guys had to listen to what I was saying. It was a big struggle, but I eventually won my parents over, and even now sometimes people do look at me and be like, oh well, she dances at weddings and she used to do stuff like that. And on that note, I actually get a lot of girls who message me with the same problem, who say, I love to dance, I love to do this, my parents just would never ever let me. So it's a very common problem. I'm gonna expose my parents right now. A lot of the things that I make skits about in my videos have happened to me in real life. The whistling incident.
तेरे वास्ते बहुत गोरी लभनी आपां तां अल्लाह बहुत जांदा रहे की करी जानी आ मैं तेनू किन्ने वारी दस्सिया कुड़ियां नहीं सीटियां मारदियां तेरी चमलाई भी आए
मैं की करा मैं तो आप किस्मत दी मारियां
गलापो मैं कहना था स्कूल बंद कर.
Not my parents, but my grandfather hates when I whistle. The incident where someone comes up to me and says, oh, do you have any brothers? And I go no, and they stare at me and walk away. That has happened to me. Sasrikal putra, Sasrikal ji. 10 ਪੁੱਤ ਤੇਰੇ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਭੈਣ ਭਰਾ ਆ? Just one sister. Sister ਮਤਲਬ ਭੈਣ. ਕੋਈ ਭਰਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੁੱਤ? ਨਹੀਂ ਜੀ. ਲੈ ਜੋ ਰੱਬ ਦੀ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ. Now wait, you might be wondering, what happened to Lily? She used to be so nice, gori, chitti, like dud, nice hair. What is this bakwas? Ag lagiya. Satyanas. Some people say I look like Sean Paul. Some people say I look like Lil Wayne. Young Moolah, baby. When I first started putting videos out, I was expecting, I wasn't even doubting, I was expecting to be hated on. I'm like, people are gonna make fun of me, they're gonna go, what is she doing? But it's actually been very overwhelming in a positive sense. Like I have a lot of positive feedback from people, and definitely I do have those people who are gonna hate and go back to the kitchen and all this stuff that they say, like sexist remarks or whatnot. But for the most part, I'd say for every bit of negative feedback, there's probably like 100 people who have said something nice. So it's actually surprisingly positive.
I'm so sorry.
It really makes a difference when people message me saying, I was having such a bad day and watched your video and now I'm feeling better. I can't comprehend how I have that effect on people. So it's really overwhelming for me. It's awesome.
Seriously?
Me being Punjabi, when I say things right off the bat that aren't kind of typical Punjabi girl, people do kind of look at me and say, did she really just talk about a guy in her video, or did she really just... And I feel like people in general think, you know, brown people, for lack of a better term, are a different species, that where the girls don't talk to guys and the girls don't go out, and I feel like I just need to talk about it and say, hey, just wake up a little bit, like, this happens. So I feel like I'm gonna start talking about that stuff just to say, like, we're people, we're not some weird species, right?
Hey, how's it going? It's your girl, Superwoman, and today I'm going to do what I like doing most, and that's making you guys smile.
Things happen in life, people will not like what you're doing, people will say things to you. You have two options: you can stop doing what you're doing, you can cry about it, or you can just be like, hey, that's your opinion, this is mine, I'm gonna take it, make something positive out of it, and keep going. So that's what I choose to do.
Where do you get all this confidence from?
I don't, you know what? My mom. Honestly, I wasn't always confident. Like, I do have pep talks with myself. I do have moments where I'm like, oh, what am I doing? Am I really doing this? I can honestly say it's just my confidence solely comes from being grateful. Like, that's what I thought about it long and hard, and it just comes down to God has given me all this awesome stuff and this life and has taught me lessons, and I'm gonna do everything I can possibly do with it. And so whether I'm scared or not is just irrelevant to me. I'm just gonna do it. That's really what it is. Okay, so this one says Nirpo, this one says Nirvat. It's actually part of the Mool Mantra in the Guru Granth Sahib Ji. And Nirpo means without fear. This means without hate. Yeah.
Love it.
So I actually decided for a really long time what I want a tattoo of. For months, I cancelled like 3 appointments, lost hundreds of dollars because I'm like, yeah, I'm coming tomorrow. Never showed up. This is what I decided on because I believe, I truly, this is not scripted, I think every problem in the world can be solved with these two concepts. I do think that. Yeah. I think we worry without reason, and I think that we hate without reason, so that's what I think.
Take that, society.
So many young girls are, oh my god, I don't know how I'm gonna live my life, this guy doesn't like me, or my parents won't let me do this, and we just think it's the end all of the world. And that's how I was very, I'm not gonna get through this, I don't know why, but you will, and you'll do it beautifully. And that's what I would tell myself, that you will make it and you will be awesome and it'll be fine. And invest in Apple. That's what I would say. Those are the things I would say. And honestly, I love you guys, so buri nazar na lag jaye, okay? Superwoman. Peace.